Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old school house here in the village of Butterstone in Perthshire for another one of our wee live concerts. And this is number 71. Can you believe it? 71. Anyway, it's really cold here tonight. It's a -6 outside. I've got the gloves on. And first of all, I'd like to thank all the people who bought tickets last weekend to the wee Burns concert I did. That was brilliant. We had a lot of people from all over the world. It was brilliant, and we had a great time. The Tatty Faces had a great time. They fair enjoyed themselves, and we had a busy weekend because we did the big Burns supper as well, and Tina and Amber are still kind of high as kites for being on the same show as Katie Tunstall, and they've been raving about it all week. And Duncan was going on about the Burns concert, and he's been singing Burns songs all week, and he was telling me earlier on that he says that he played bass in Robbie Burns' band. And I'm going, don't be silly. I don't think that is possible. But anyway, that's what he was telling me. Anyway, and he said to me, he says, and he was really excited about getting his vaccine. And I'm saying, Duncan, you're the Tatty Faces, you don't need vaccines, And he says, well, he says, I'm 250 years old. He says, I should be first in the queue. And I was going, I couldn't believe it. But then afterwards I was thinking, 250 years old? Now, maybe he did. Maybe Robbie Burns did have a band and had a bass player in the band, because he could have been. Anyway, we'll continue after that bit of madness. And so I'm going to do a few wee songs here, and I kind of dug into my kind of archive and picked this song out. This is a really, really old song of mine. It's a song I never sing. But I think I might have sung it in the middle of the summer one time. But I don't sing many love songs, but this is a kind of love song. So we're going to have a wee go at it, just see what happens. All the way across the southern Pacific, lost out in some Brazilian plain, the lady runs like a river, the lady she runs just like a hurricane. Fascinates me when she comes into the light. It fascinates me. She hides when she must stay out of sight. And as the evening goes down and the village it sleeps just like a child till dawn, there she sits by her candles. She paints and she dreams until reality is gone. And it fascinates me when she comes into the light. It fascinates me when she hides when she must stay out of sight. There's no reason to fear for the future, no chances to think about the past. Quiet suburbia, now it has gone, and your freedom, well, it has come at last. It fascinates me when she comes into the light. It fascinates me. She hides when she must stay out of sight. And it fascinates me when she comes into the light. It fascinates me. She hides when she must stay out of sight. Thank you very much, and that was my wee song. It fascinates me, and as you can imagine, this building, this old Victorian building, is it's made of wood. There's no insulation, and we've got heating in it. But when it gets to -6, the heating just can't deal with it. So it's quite cold up here. So if there's any wee guitar flaws, I'll put it down to the cold that it's in here tonight. And you can't quite see You can't quite see my frozen breath, but it's getting very close. I thought I would do this wee song, and I wrote this actually after visiting a place called Lethbridge in Canada a number of years ago, and it was brilliant. And the people that I was staying with, took me to this amazing place just outside Lethbridge, which was a big cliff and this big mound. This great big mound, and it's where the Native American Indians had been. It was called a buffalo jump. I think it was called head caved in, or head smashed in, it was called. But it was a big cliff where the Native American Indians every year would gather all the buffaloes. You know, and it's quite hard to kill buffaloes with a bow and arrow. But they worked out this amazing way where they would stampede the buffalo to the cliff. And they had a kind of funnel of stones built towards the cliff. And so there was this kind of optical illusion of the plains, then the cliff, then the plains. And the buffalo would just run right over the edge of the cliff. And there'd be a big camp at the bottom of the cliff, and they would do all the business because they used every single little bit of the buffalo, and that would get them enough buffalo stuff for a year. But when I was there, it's now a great big tourist attraction. But when I was there, I think it must have been in the 80s, I think it was. It was just this big mound this big mound at the bottom of this cliff. And the friend that I was with was telling me that when he was a little boy, he used to go out into this big mound and he'd dig down into the and it was just buffalo bones, you know, burnt buffalo bones, and he'd find these beautiful flint arrows. And he showed me this little shoebox that he had full of flint arrowheads that he'd collected as a kid. Anyway, so it was an amazing place. Now it's become quite a big attraction. It's a big visitor centre there. But when I was there, I wrote this song, and I'm going to have a wee go of it. And I don't normally play it on this wee tenor guitar, but I thought I'd just try it, just sort of keep these wee shows a wee bit interesting, and have a wee go at it on this tenor. And but the story was that there was one young brave who wanted to show how strong, you know, how courageous he was, and he would stand at the bottom of the cliff as the buffalo started to kind of tumble over, and he got squashed against the cliff, and I think that's why it was called head smashed in. So we'll try it. With me as well if you want. I'm a child of the great Cree nation. See me, I'm my father's son. We live by the great bull, the See me, I'm the wild one. And this morning we are ready to show the buffalo our knives. And by the red of sunset, we'll have relieved them of their lives. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the thunder, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Well, the beast has well been gathered. We could have had 1,000 more. We'll run them to the edge. They'll tumble out through death's dark door. Soon the blood will flow like water through the sun-bleached ancient bone. We'll revive this dusty land on which our seeds of life are thrown. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Sing it! Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. It's time. See me, I am the bravest, I'm the strongest of us all. I'll stand beside the river's edge and watch the great black water fall. I'm a child of the great Cree nation. See me, I'm my father's son. We live by the great Boo. See me, I'm the wild one. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Crashing over the cliffs of pain. Crashing over the cliffs of pain. Thank you very, very much. And that was my song, Buffalo Jump. And if you ever get a chance to visit up there, go up, and when this lockdown thing's all over and you can go do a wee bit of travelling, go up to visit it. It's one of the most amazing places I'd ever had a chance. And I believe now that they have a visitor centre and they have a kind of section through the bones. And they worked out that the Native American Indians were killing buffalo there for something like, I think it was 20 or 30,000 years, you know. I mean, it was quite incredible. Anyway, I loved it. And so I'm going to do this. This is the wee part of the wee show where I get you to sing a chorus properly. I'm just going to put this wee guitar down in the dark here, and this is like I said, I don't write many love songs, but I happen to be doing a couple tonight. I kind of pick the kind of songs randomly. People kind of request things, and I just kind of have a wee look and I go, we'll have a wee go at that. And you've got to remember, this actually is really live, what we're doing here. You know, there's lots of stuff out there where it says it's live, but it's not. It's been recorded, and then the files are transmitted. But this is live, so if things go wrong, they really go wrong. And if everybody in the village starts watching Netflix at the same time, then our internet connection could be kind of compromised. Anyway, I wrote this song, which is my love song to the planet. And the chorus is easy. You sing, I'll be your loving one, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. Okay? I'll be your loving one. I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. And when I recorded this, there was a great guitar solo, kind of guitar riff in it. But I don't know if Mr. Tattyface knows the guitar riff, so I thought you guys might be able to join me with the guitar riff in it. The guitar riff went like this. Ready, Mr. Tattyface? Okay. So it's I'll be your loving one, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. This is the guitar riff. Da 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 da. Try it. Da 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 da. Sounding good? I'm getting the vibe here. I'm getting the vibe in the old schoolhouse here. Now there's only one wee problem, and to try and make it sound like a 1970s Fender Telecaster guitar, it's going to be more kind of like down, 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 down. I do that in the shows. If I don't really, I'm just joking. Just do what you were doing. It sounds good. Ready to go? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There are changes that have led us to this place. Oh, some form from our wonder, and some from our disgrace. But that doesn't help the way we feel. Oh, we're standing in the center of a broken wheel. But I'll change my ways. I'll do anything you say, and I'll be your loving one. That's what you say? Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. Okay, that's what you sing when we try it. Okay. And I'll be your loving one. Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. Oh, our gardens, we nearly turned them into sand. Hell with all excuses, we just don't understand that it's not ours to do with as we will. It's for the future of our children and their dreams to fill. But I'll change my ways. I'll do anything you say, and I'll be your loving one. Yes, I'll be Da 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 da. Make a bit of noise. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There's no future, but we're certain of the past. But it's only in the present that the perfect dream will last. And as we watch our chances slip away, oh, we stand in the horizon, the eternal day. But I'll change my ways. I'll do anything you say, and I'll be your loving one. Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. This is where you sing it on your own. Are you ready? And I'll be fantastic. It's just, I'm getting it, the vibe here in this chilly old schoolhouse tonight. It's getting through the ice that's hanging down the windows here. But I think that's so good you should do it again with the wee harmony, with the wee tatty face harmony as well. But look at that. Yeah. And I'll be and I'll be your loving one. Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. Da 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 da. Well done. Well done, and thank you very much. That was my wee love song for the planet. I'll be your loving one. And well done with the singing. That sounds great. Now, I just think it's amazing because I see the comments afterwards, and people from all over the world. And when everybody's singing, there's a very strange feeling comes over me, thinking that there's people dotted around the planet, all kind of a part of a wee community of people that are all just singing at the same time. And it's got to be good in these troubled times, you know, that you know, it's a great thing. Anyway, so I'll finish with this wee song, and this is a new song of mine. Well, I've done it once on one of the broadcasts, I think in the middle of the summer last year, and so I thought I'd have a wee go at and just see how I get on, and Did I not have my mic on the guitar there? Did I? Yeah, I did. Anyway, my great-great-grandfather, I don't know if you've ever, for Scottish people, if you go up to kind of Tyne Drum, you know, up where the Green Welly shop is, you'll notice on the hillside there's all these workings, and that was a lead mine. And my great-great-grandfather worked in that lead mine, and he died, I think, at the age of 45 or something. You know, probably lead poisoning. And I did all the research into the family. If you're up in Tyne Drum, you'll notice there's a little row of old houses. It's called Clifton, just on beside the burn, and that was the little miners' cottages, and that's where my great-grandfather lived. And they would have been crofters originally, because mining's not a natural kind of employment up there. So, I got the censuses out and discovered that the little house would have went with the mining job. But I noticed in the census, this was just after he had died, that my great-great-grandmother was still in the house, but two of her sons, one was 13, I think, and one was 14, in their occupation was lead miners. You know, so the way that they were able to keep their mining, the little house that went with the mining work, was that the two young boys went out and worked on the mines as well. So it was really sad, and I thought, I wonder if I wonder if he ever felt kind of guilty at kind of leaving the land and going and becoming a miner. Anyway, so the place is called Clifton, and this is the song, and I'm going to have a wee go at it, because it's not a song I've sung. I think I've sung it once before, so it could go pear-shaped. So we'll try. And Sarah was his wife. Well, actually, she wasn't his wife. It was my great-great-grandmother was Catherine, and her daughter was Sarah. But Catherine didn't work in the song so well, so I used her daughter's name, because it kind of sings better. Well, we'll try it anyway. In the shadows of our fathers, by yon clear and crystal stream, on the rocky slopes of Clifton, we are digging for a dream. And we have left the land forever, traded fields for lumps of stone. And as we weary wander home, we confront the great unknown. Oh, Sarah, please tell me that I didn't waste my time. Oh, Sarah, please tell me that I didn't waste my time. For a harvest of a treasure hidden deep inside the ground. Oh, we work the seam together, where all the silent fears are found. And the dust will choke the hunger, and the darkness ease the pain. And as we weary wander home, only empty will remain. Oh, Sarah, please tell me that I didn't waste my time. Oh, Sarah, please tell me that I didn't waste my time. dark of desperation, in the depths of our despair, will we search inside the mountain for a truth that is not there. And the toil will break our bodies, and the poison steal the years. And as we wander weary home, we cannot wipe away the tears. Oh, Sarah, please tell me that I didn't waste my time. Oh, Sarah, please tell me that I didn't waste my time. Oh, Sarah, please tell me that I didn't waste my time. Oh, Sarah, please tell me that I didn't waste my time. Thank you very much. That's my wee song, Clifton. I could have maybe had it up a wee fret. Maybe it was a wee bit low there. But these are the things that you kind of develop as you go along singing them. But anyway, thank you very much. And I mean, you go to Clifton. There's the wee graveyard, and I found the wee grave and the wee grave of my great grandfather. And I just felt kind of sad that they kind of, they obviously had a very, very hard kind of life, and. Anyway, that brings us to the end of our wee half an hour, and this is the spot where I hope you've enjoyed it. And there's a few different songs tonight, and this is the wee point. Things are pretty hard at the moment. We're all locked down. There's just me and Jenny in the old school here. Me and Jenny in the tatty faces, I think they got one of my old laptops and they've got it in the shed, and they've discovered Zoom, and they're Zooming all the time. There's Zoom meetings going on in the shed with other tatty faces all around the country all the time. It's brilliant. But anyway, this is the point where things are hard, and we've got to kind of keep a sense of humour about it, and keep kind of cheery about it all. But this is where I'd like to thank all the people, all the NHS people, and all the people at the front end, who are. It's so difficult. I watch this stuff on the telly, and I just can't imagine how difficult it is for you all. But I really appreciate, and we're all so grateful that you're putting yourselves out there at the very front edge. Not just you guys, but the guys that are doing the bins, and they're doing the shopkeepers and the social workers, and that are having a real hard time because it's a tricky thing to do without being able to get face to face with people, and just there's so many people, but thank you so much for putting yourselves out there, and for we just need to hang on for a wee bit longer, and we'll all be right, we'll all be okay. And I'm very happy my mother got her first vaccine a couple of days on Friday, and so I'm very pleased about that, and she'll be watching, so well done, Mum. And so that brings us to the end. Thank you very much. I'll see you next weekend. We're going, I'll do 3 wee free shows, and then I've got another ticketed show that I'm going to set up for about a month's time. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Have a wee toast with my port. So you've got to stay cheery, look after each other, and keep a smile, keep a tatty face smile on your face. Keep a smile. I've got a song that I wrote. Some of you might have heard my Tatty Face song, and I wrote a verse for Duncan, and I think it's such a great wee song. It was Duncan Tatty Face. He plays upon his bass, and underneath his big black hat, there's a big smile on his face. big smile on his face, big smile on his face, and underneath this big black cat, there's a big smile on his face. So I'll leave you with that little ditty. I think I might be going a wee bit sort of dually, as we say. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye-bye now.